Kwam, how are we, people? How's your Monday been? Are you revitalised? Are you rejuvenated? Are you ready to attack the week? Gosh, the new year brings a whole lot of pressure, doesn't it? Did anybody else feel like that today? I was a bit like panicky, like, God, it's like new year, you've got to push yourself or something. Anyway, that's all good. How are you? Please subscribe if you haven't already. That would be so kind. Lovely to have you here. And keep giving me a like as well. Keep leaving your comments. Thank you for your lovely comments yesterday. That really was nice, getting into bed last night and going through some of the comments. Good news, I've got this these foam boards coming from my brother-in-law. He's going to soundproof this room. There is space, by the way, over here. I need to just get this room set up. And even more exciting, I've ordered big 60 by 80 frames, and I'm going to get any football strips or any football tops I get and frame them and make the background a bit more where we want to be. A space where we feel safe and at home with WSL and Women's Champions League and that major tournament content. I wanted to talk about Beth Mead. That's why the main picture is just a shrine and an homage to Beth Mead, because when she won the SPOTY, there was something happening that night, and then time went on, and it's been in my head for a while, and I've been thinking about Beth Mead on the brain since she won that, and I really want to share my thoughts. But beforehand, Aston Villa didn't I tell you? Didn't your mama tell you that I didn't feel like Aston Villa was finished this January, and of course they have signed Lucy Staniforth from Manchester United on an 18-month contract to join Aston Villa. Carla Ward saying we are delighted to have her. She can play central midfield, she can play off the left and the right as well. A great addition to the squad. She moved from Birmingham to Manchester United. I think it was 42 appearances in total, 3 goals as well. A very good player. I have enjoyed watching her. I think she's a talented player who doesn't get enough game time, and you can understand that. I swear a rocket's just gone past my window. Wow, something just went past the window. She's going to maybe get more game time at Aston Villa, and that's something that was lacking at Manchester United, which you can understand in a squad like Manchester United's. But I think this is a great move for her. Again, I think it's a good move from Villa. They're obviously doing the business this window. What we have to remember about Aston Villa as well, that Jordan Nobbs and Lucy Staniforth aren't luxury signings. They are signings that are needed. They need to strengthen this window. They've got 3 players available on the bench on the last game of the season there before the break. Not last game of the season, the last game before the break. So they need these players. I'm only interested to see now how they're going to progress when the season kicks back into action again, because they're 7th in the table. There's some good players in there. We've seen them play some excellent football. So another good addition to Aston Villa. Oh, the Villa. Looking forward to seeing them playing when we can. What's your thoughts? Is that a good addition to Aston Villa's midfield? I think it is. Already the spine of the team is looking very, very good and very experienced as well. So congratulations Lucy Staniforth and her 18-month contract at Aston Villa from Manchester United. Also saw a brilliant picture that Rachel Daly had posted of Rachel Daly, Lucy Staniforth and Jordan Nobbs, all with the Lionesses. Of course Lucy Staniforth is a Lioness as well. I think something like 17 caps. She was part of the 2019 World Cup as well. So yeah, a great experienced player. Come on, it's a very good signing for Aston Villa to have. But yeah, we're here to talk about Beth Mead, and there's so much, just so, you know, when I think of the sports personality of the year, I want personality. And I was saying to my husband in the run up to this, that night, the BBC Awards night, Beth Mead will win it, and Beth's got a great personality. I know Ben Stokes is a good guy, he's got a great chat. So many of the nominees are outstanding sports people, but Beth has actually got chat. She's a warm character. She makes people laugh. She makes people feel loved. She lights up a room. She lights up a pitch. And she just makes people feel really at ease. You know, and again, somebody had left a lovely comment saying they like the insight we get to the players from this. And I've interviewed Beth a few times. She's very helpful. She's sound. She's fun. She's helped. She's actually gone out of her way to help me out personally, and I can only imagine she does that for so many other people as well. She's one of those characters, just very warm, very nice, just like one of the good guys. So for her to win Sports Personality of the Year was so well deserved, because our talking on and off the pitch has gone through the glass ceiling, and I've really enjoyed every part of her game this season and every part of her personality. There are some people who in the world of sports don't say much, who go about their business quietly, and there are some people who do use their platform and their base to say all the right things and to stand and make a message, and she's done all of that. And I remember there was kickback to do with the World Cup coming up. Not everybody's going to say everything absolutely right, but when you're at the level you're at now, people will come for you at any little bit that you say that might not match up to something that you've said before. But Beth is a consistent person, and she's consistently proven that over this season and last season as well. Risha and I, my sister, we were talking about this, and she always remembers Beth when they were younger as the player, banging goals in for fun. Like, she always remembers that. And then there was that break period, and you think back to her being out of the Olympic squad. Actually, she has gone through things, through the hard things, worked her way back in, knuckled down, got fit, done her job very, very well, and also shown this brilliant personality along the way. And for me, that's what the SPOTY Award's about. She missed out on the Ballon d'Or. That was great crack. The Alexia Putellas beef that came from that, not between Beth Mead and Alexia Putellas, but the fan base, still makes me chuckle. I think you could tweet just now, Beth was robbed of the Ballon d'Or, and they'd attack me. The cyber attacks would come in. But I think what's brilliant to see is that she really wants to win. You know, everything means winning. It means a lot to her. And the sad thing is, the bittersweet thing for me is that, you know, we saw in the montage leading up to the award with her mum not being well, and you think that is like you're at the highest of highs in your career, but maybe the personal lowest of lows, and her injury as well, the ACL injury. You know, life is so cruel, and it's somebody like her who can stand up and have the courage to speak out, show emotion, show jokes, show laugh, show her personality, and just roll with it. And I really hope that she recovers and she's back for the World Cup. I really, really do. Her and Vivianne Miedema are two of my favourite players in the world. They really are. And suffering this together must be so hard. Beth's family going through what they're going through, Beth going through what she's going through at the height of her career, just shows you how fragile life is. And I just wanted to sit and just focus on Beth for a moment, because she's been up there for such a long time. She won this award going into Christmas. It's now a new year, and it's quite easy sometimes then when these players are injured to not talk about them as much. But I am sure that if there's another award coming up next week for something, Beth will be up for it, and she deserves that. But Sports Personality of the Year, you got the best sports person of the year with a bit of personality. So I don't know how they decide it all, but fair play. The BBC got that one right. I hope you agree with me. And I know I'm waffling on a little bit, but yeah, I just wanted to take this opportunity to sit and blether about Beth Mead being on fire for a little bit longer. Hope you will. Have a good evening, and let's do more transfers tomorrow. Let's focus on Arsenal. Oh, do you want to say the Val's been busy?